Hey guys, Jake Flo here, the Habitat Pro. We're out on property today for a couple reasons. Number one, it's the middle of the day and this is the destination food source. Two, I have to check a carcass that my kid has out here because he wants to see pictures of eagles and whatnot and maybe even pop off a coyote on the thing. So I'm checking to see if we got to get another carcass out here, how stripped it is, that kind of thing. Third though, and this is your habitat planning mind thought for the day, is for some reason my water holes and my perennial food plots are getting hit really hard right now, and I'm going to show you why I think that is here. So what we're going to have is, just for family stuff, this is our home property, so wifey likes to walk these trails in the off season. So you can see there that little strip between what I'm standing in right now, which is the Roundup Ready alfalfa, and the annuals, which is what all of this stuff is. Okay, that is just going to be grass. It's just a grass walking path that she gets to mow, and that's just the way it is. Okay, then we've got our little buffer here. We're looking west, and that's north. So this stuff is our first layer of screening to knock down the wind and the vision from the road that is way over there. Okay, so we had to knock that down just so they're comfortable being up here. But then we look at this Roundup Ready alfalfa. Now, it's important for you guys to get perennials going on your property that have a taproot. Okay, so that's what this is. That's Roundup Ready alfalfa. And if you notice there, it's popping new growth. So the unique thing about alfalfa here is the growth point of alfalfa is anywhere from a ½ inch above ground to a ½ inch below ground. So anytime your topsoil thaws out, like right now it's November 28th, this stuff is popping new growth and deer are all over it, even though it looks dead, because of that new growth. Okay, chicory is another plant that has a taproot. So what's going on now late November is we're freezing on top here in Minnesota, but we're not frozen down where the taproot is. Okay, these taproots run a foot down, 18 inches. I pulled one out of chicory one time that was 2 feet long. It just looked like a big carrot. It's crazy. But that's why you need this stuff on your property. Not only is it drought tolerant, it's also freeze tolerant to a certain extent. Okay, obviously when we get to late December, they ain't gonna be hitting this, but this right now is new growth, and that's why they're on it. Okay. Second thing, I'm going to show you this little trap here. Okay, so that was our rifle. We're going to eventually strip that in with a little more switch. You're wondering about all this switch, guys. What is that stuff? Because this stuff's like 9 feet tall. This is cave and rock. It's in our best dirt on the property. 4 years old. Burn it every couple of years. It's just a screen though, so you can see there the blind, and the shot is almost impossible. So my kid takes a hedge trimmer to this thing every year, and I'll show you that pinch in a second as well. But here's the other piece to this. These are the earth blind water holes. Okay, everybody jumps on, you know, the videos that are out there, the black plastic ones. Here's why these are better. And if you are worried about having better on your property because that's the kind of deer hunter you are, then these are for you. Okay, I'm not talking now to the guy that putting a blue kiddie pool out there. Okay, that's not who I'm talking to. If you want the best though, here's what's going on this time of year. You notice I just put my 2 1/4 on that. I'll show you that again. So what's happening here today, 37-degree day, and it's noon. Okay, the sun is beating on the sloped south-facing side of this pond, and you can see the activity that's on this thing. What's going on here is this pond is one that they're so comfortable getting in because of the texture on the fiberglass and their hooves not slipping on that texture, that they're going to walk right on it. And then the second piece is wildlife know that if they get on top of ice that has some thaw to it, you can see the gap all the way around this thing because it's been cooking in the sun. You see that? I just stepped with my 2 1/4 on top of that. So your bucks out there that are looking for water because it's bone dry and everything's brown, they weigh 250. All they do is they stand on top of the ice and squish this water out and lap it all up. So tonight when they come in, right here, my kid's loving his hedge trimmer. I just stomp through it with the tractor and leave it, but he likes doing hedge trimming. There's the shot. Okay, you can see my tractor tracks. If you don't want to dick around with a hedge trimmer, I understand. I don't either. I just stomp it down late August and they go right through it, okay? So the two valuable thoughts hopefully you got from today. These earth-blind water holes are different. If you want what is best for hunting on your property, these are it, okay? These are the ones. The black plastic ones don't do this, okay? They don't like, and they are not comfortable getting down in those ponds because of the vertical sides and the slippery bottoms. It's just a place where they don't feel comfortable as a prey animal, okay? They're way more comfortable in these earth-blind ponds. That's why I only use these, okay? My clients they want the best, so this is the best. You know, if you're a kiddie pool guy, fine. If you're a black tank guy or a corrugated tank guy, fine. But you notice here, I don't have a stick in it. Why? Because I don't need one. It's zero maintenance. I never have to touch this thing. If I drive by and fill it up once a year, that's about it. Maybe twice in the drought years, but there's no maintenance to this thing. I don't need a stick because the sides are textured and sloped and they collect sun, which melts the water late in the season like this. I mean, it's a no-brainer. That's what I love about these. Look at that water just squish up out of there, and we got 3 more hours left. And then of course you see the annual plot here. That's great. Winter wheat, winter rye for this time of year. You know, most guys know that right now, but again, something to spend the money on. I mean, this stuff is not cheap. It's not cheap, but my friend Jake Ellinger, I'll cite my sources whenever it's not my idea. Jake Ellinger said he had a plot of Roundup Ready alfalfa go 12 seasons. So if you want to break that cost down per season, planting 15 pounds an acre Roundup Ready alfalfa and having it go 12 seasons, well, yeah, clover chicory is cheaper, but I mean, this stuff is just dynamite. They are pounding it, and we got an acre just woven through the property here. And right now that topsoil thaws out, the growing points pop new growth, and that's what we're getting is a huge amount of activity on these Roundup Ready alfalfa plots. All right, guys, those are my 2 thoughts for the day. Hopefully that was some help to you. If it was, like and subscribe. According to the data, 89% of you guys are watching this thing without being subscribed. So I'm going to tell you how to get around that, because it doesn't change the video for you if you're subscribed. But if you're annoyed by notifications like I am, subscribe, help the guy out, and turn the notifications off. You know you're going to check the channel anyway, so turn them off. But if you value the information, subscribe please. That helps us do this stuff full time. We couldn't do it without you. This is Jake Bull, the Habitat Pro. We're in northern Minnesota. Get out and enjoy creation, guys. Good luck this season, and God bless.